Hello Internet! Ako po si Manny Viloria ng trulyrichpinoy.com. Tara, mag-online stock market na tayo at ng onenegosyo.com. Tara, mag-online business na tayo. Welcome to today's episode about the stock market. We'll be answering the question na recently natin natanggap. Ang tanong niya ay ganito, Manny, how can I buy Jollibee? Could you please give me a straight to the point answer? I'll be sharing that and the other observations we have regarding long-term investing and short-term trading in the next few minutes. So, ang tanong, paano ba pwede maging shareholder? How can I buy stocks ng Jollibee? And the straight-to-the-point answer is you can buy shares of Jollibee. Yung stock code niya is JFC. You can do it online with the help of an online stockbroker. Yan ang pinaka-straightforward. Go work with an online stockbroker and buy as many shares of Jollibee as you wish. So, ang tanong, yung follow-up question nung kaibigan natin, pwede bang via BDO na lang? Ganito yun I went to BDO and then I asked people in BDO, can I buy shares of Jollibee through BDO? And here's what I found out. If you go to BDO and open or invest in a mutual fund, meaning sila na bahala pumili ng stocks, mutual fund-equity. Kapag narinig natin yung mga mutual fund-equity, pag nakita mo yung word na equity, stock market yan. So I told them, can you buy Jollibee for me? Ang sabi sa akin ganito, if you invest in the BDO mutual fund-equity, you will work with a fund manager. The fund manager is a person responsible for choosing which stocks to invest in. Therefore, dahil mas responsable yung fund manager na yon for the mutual fund, siya yung pipili ng stocks. You cannot dictate and insist that the BDO mutual fund manager should buy Jollibee. Hindi. He's the fund manager. He or she is the fund manager. Sila magde-decide. So you can't go that route. So, inulit nung friend yung tanong, gusto kang bumili ng Jollibee via BDO. What can I do? And the answer to that is, you can open an account at BDO Nomura. BDO Nomura is your online stockbroker. And then, once you have an account at BDO Nomura, then you can dictate that you would like to buy JFC or Jollibee stocks. Ako, I opened an account years ago with COL Financial. So if you go to the colfinancial.com website, kung meron kang account doon, you can at any time, as long as the market is open, you can buy shares of Jollibee. So that's the extremely straightforward answer. Ngayon, if you have other questions regarding the stock market, we have published a step-by-step guide for you. You can simply go to trulyrichpinoy.com/tara. That's trulyrichpinoy.com/tara. And you will find there some articles and some videos explaining how to buy or sell stocks online. Syempre, this morning, kung meron kang tanong, please put it in the comments during this Facebook Live session and I will answer your questions about it. Before we proceed, greet muna tayo. Hello, Erwin Esguera. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Amanikail Kambal. Thank you for watching. Okay, so I hope that's clear, regarding the how to buy shares of stock of Jollibee. Now, I bought shares of stock of Jollibee before, when the price was around, 284 pesos. And then, in the recent past, it went down to 272 and then suddenly it dropped to 251. Kailan ba yun? Was that July 4? On the day when Jollibee announced that they will spend $100 million to buy coffee bean tea leaf. Since, I don't know why the people reacted that way, maybe because they felt that the CBTL or coffee bean tea leaf company isn't that great in terms of profits, and then they're worried so why is Jollibee buying them for $100 million? So because of that expectation that it's not a good business decision, they sold their Jollibee shares and therefore the price dropped to 251. The following day it reached as low as 233. But then the following day, it went back up again to about 251 to 52. So, what is the lesson there? If you are a long-term investor, meaning you're willing to keep your money in Jollibee stocks for 10 years. Yeah, that's long term. You won't mind if the price dropped to 251, 233. But if you're a short-term trader, then you will mind because suddenly you can't see how you're going to make money in the short term. Kaya those people who sold their shares of Jollibee at 233 pesos, only to see it go up to 251, syempre they felt bad. Those naman who offered to buy the shares at 233 are happy because they feel or they expect that in the long run, yung binili nila ng 233 pesos na Jollibee, in fact, they're just waiting for 240. Swerte nga sila, nakabili sila at 233. They feel that in the long run, it will go much higher than that, even go back to at least 280 and maybe even hit 300 in the long run. So, ganun yun, no? When I talk to my friends about the stock market, they say, are you watching the stock market every day? No, I don't, because I am not a short-term trader. I'm a long-term investor. So, in fact, if I would simply look at the stock market, I don't know, once a month, I probably would have missed the news that the Jollibee stock dropped to 251, 233. Because it doesn't really matter to me from a long-term investment point of view. So, if you're a kind of person who would like to minimize stress in your life, edi maging long-term investor ka. But if you're someone who will find long-term investing boring and you want something more exciting, edi mag short-term trading ka. Just keep in mind na dapat matibay yung puso mo because the prices will really go up and down. Given na po yan. Okay? So feel free to leave a comment or question. Now, what's in store for the short-term traders? Although I am a long-term investor, sinusubukan ko rin pag-aralan yung short-term trading. And what we discovered is you can't expect to make money every day or even every week. In fact, when I got to speak with a lot of short-term traders, a lot of them will have a losing trade 8 out of 10 times. So if they trade 10 times, baka yung 8 trades doon, lost sila. Tapos maybe 1 or 2 win. But the win, at least in some of the cases, in 15% of those I've spoken with, those 2 wins are enough to offset the 8 losses. So the question is, are you willing to accept the 8 losses? Loss, and then a win? Some people can't take that. Others can, and therefore, sila yung nagtatagal bilang short-term traders. So you have to ask yourself, now, why are you getting into the stock market? Ako personally, I got into the stock market years ago because I want to see the expected long-term 12% average compounded annual growth rate. When we say 12%, it does not mean that taon-taon 12% ang growth rate. Minsan magto-24, minsan magne-6, magne-10. But if you look at it on a long-term basis over 10 years, 20 years, more or less 12%. That is the expectation. It is not a guarantee. So if you're looking at the stock market for guaranteed returns, please look elsewhere. Remember, in the stock market, talagang may risk yan. If you look at the chart of Jollibee, taas, kept going up, and then suddenly dropped to 251, 233. That can happen. So whenever you see a chart, do not expect that the stock price will keep on going up forever. Yes, I know it goes up and down. And yes, I know that the general trend is upward, but don't expect that it will follow a very neat up and down general upward trend. There will be times when, because of news, because of the reactions of people which we cannot easily predict, biglang babagsak yung price. Look at Cebu Pacific. Because of some error, biglang from about 92 pesos it dropped to 58. And then the following day it went up to 87. My friends were asking me, "Oh Manny, Cebu Pacific, it was at 91 pesos, tapos biglang bumagsak to 58 in one day because of some fat finger error. Bakit the following day, hanggang 87 na lang siya? Bakit hindi siya bumalik sa 92? Akala ko ba, error lang yun. The stock market has a maximum price increase formula na because it started at 58, the highest it could go the following day was 87. Pero if you did not worry kasi you are a long-term investor, the following day, ayun, it hit again the 90, 91, 92 levels. So what is the lesson there? How could we have taken advantage of the 58 ganito yun, no? Some people will already place a GTC, a good till canceled order, GTC. You can place that when the market is open. You can say, for example na lang, if you had a time machine, you could have gone to COL Financial and then placed a GTC good till canceled order and say, I'd like to buy 5,000 shares of Cebu Pacific, CEB, at 60 pesos. Okay? Even if the price was already at 90. Para bang nag-take ka ng chance na baka sakaling dumating yung time, merong magbebenta ng Cebu Pacific at only 60 pesos. And with a GTC or good till canceled order, COL Financial, COL Financial will keep on trying to complete the buy order for you over the next 60 calendar days. In the same way, if you have a GTC for the buy order, you can also do a GTC for a sell. So for example, you bought 10,000 shares of FLI, PhilInvest, at 1 peso and 90. Let's make it easy lang, 2 pesos. 10,000 shares of FLI at 2 pesos, so that's 20,000 pesos. And then you felt that I think the price will go up to 2 pesos and 50 centavos in the next 60 days. You can immediately place a GTC sell order and tell COL Financial, oh, I want you to sell my 10,000 shares of FLI if the price is 2 pesos and 50 centavos. And then for the next 60 days, you don't have to keep on watching the stock market. For as long as COL Financial is able to close the sell order at 250 for your 10,000 shares of FLI, over the next 60 days, automatic, it will be fulfilled for you. So for those who are asking, do I really need to watch the stock market every day? No. So there, no, with the GTC or good till canceled order, pwede mo nang ikasa, so to speak. You can already prepare COL Financial now. If the price is this low, buy it na for me. Or if you have your existing shares of stock, if the price is this high, you sell it na for me. You don't have to keep waiting. Like if, for example, you expect that FLI will hit 2 pesos and 50, you don't have to keep looking na, oh, 230 na. Oh, 240 na. Oh, 245. Oh yeah, 250. Sell. No, you don't have to watch it all the time. Even if the price is only, for example, only 190 now, when the stock market opens on Monday at 9:30, you can already place your GTC or good till canceled sell order. So I hope you can use a tip to help you save time and to help you enjoy the stock market. Again, for those who are just tuning in now, hindi po guaranteed ang stock market. It can really drop. It can also go up. Pero in the long-term view, it will more or less, or is expected, not guaranteed, just expected to grow at around 12%. What have I actually experienced? I experienced an average annual growth of 12.8%. Comparing my 2017 portfolio with 2019, medyo nag-grow. Okay? 12.8. Better than keeping my money in the bank at, I don't know what, 1/4 of 1%. So ang tanong, should you give up on the bank? No. You should diversify. Meron akong pera sa banko, meron akong pera sa stock market. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak. So there, I hope that answers your question regarding Jollibee or any other stocks that you'd like to buy online. You can do it now. There's so many different online stock brokers. For the specific step-by-step procedure on how to open your COL Financial account, head on over to lamangangmayalam.com or trulyrichpinoy.com/tara. When I visited the COL Financial office in Pasig, East Tower, Tech Type, I saw on the wall na you can pala start an account for as low as only 1,000 pesos. Kasi when I started with COL Financial around 8 years ago, as a customer, not as a trader, not as an employee, as an external customer, 5,000 pesos yung minimum. At least ngayon, 1,000, although I don't know how many shares of stock of what you can buy with just 1,000. I suppose they lowered it to 1,000 just to get you started. Okay? Pero ideally, some people will invest around 10% of their monthly income into the stock market. Itatabi lang nila yan. So some people will buy at least 2,500 pesos worth of stocks per month. Or kung wala silang mabiling stock, they'll just keep accumulating it until, let's say, the following month. Now I have 5,000 kasi last month I didn't buy. Then they have 5,000 to as their budget for buying shares of stock in the following month. Ganun lang po yun. It's so flexible. You have full control over your money. You can decide to buy or not to buy. You can decide to let 6 months pass before you do anything. It's really up to you. You are not required or obligated na every month bibili ka. Although ideally, meron kang binibili every month if there is a buy signal. Ano yung buy signal? You have to study the stock market. There are guides naman all over YouTube which will tell you na if you're a long-term investor, ito yung buy signal. If you're a short-term trader, ganito naman yung buy signal. The same thing applies for the sell signal para you more or less have a better idea, not guaranteed, just a better idea of when to buy and when to sell. Sometimes I ignore the sell signal. Let's say I see a sell signal na sell when the price reaches 102. Minsan 100, binibenta ko na. Kasi happy na ako dun sa profit at the 100 peso level. Hindi ko na-intend yung 102 kasi minsan feeling ko, talaga bang abot ng 102? Parang hindi. So, again, it involves a lot of gut feel then. You don't expect everyone to follow the same rules. But the important thing about learning the rules, no, that traders follow and read, you can more or less sense na, because the price is moving this way and because there's a rule about this being a buy signal, I can expect that a lot of traders will buy at this price. So I better buy na rin here kasi akit na yung presyo yan. Am I right all the time? No. Kasi although we can guess what the others will do, you still cannot control human behavior. Sometimes someone will act out of character. Sometimes some people will decide to sell at a really low price. Sometimes people make errors and sell Cebu Pacific at 58. That will happen. Can happen. Has happened. So expect it. Yan. Okay? So, thank you for joining us. Hanggang sa susunod, ako po si Manny Viloria ng trulyrichpinoy.com na nagsasabing, invest in yourself before others will invest in you. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay tayong lahat. Have a great week ahead. Happy trading. Happy investing. Bye.